Welcome to the Raymond Gishard Stadium in the Valley Anguilla for what can really be the finals in this the D-League of the Anguilla Football Association 2020 tournament. Today, we are going to see a big game. It's going to be Uprising taking on Spartans. Uprising, if they come up with the victory today, they will become the D-League champions.
Good afternoon and welcome to the AFA. No today. Stay calm, stay classy, and stay respectful.
Spartans
Nothing beats good sportsmanship.
will be looking to spark on all cylinders. So too will Uprising. So for sure, Uprising with 7 points from their 3 games so far. Spartans is in a very precarious position because Limers and Spartans are at the same juncture, are on the very same amount of points. With 1 game in hand, Limers can get past Spartans if Spartans do not come up with points from this game today. So Uprising is really the team that is way in front. They can lose here today and still become champions. The possibility lies. There with 7 points. A draw from this game will take them to 8. A draw, a win for Limers in their next game will take them to 8 points as well. On the head-to-head or goal difference, we would have to go. Spartans, Uprising. With me this evening is none other than the man they call Doc. What are your thoughts on this game?
Well, this game here has the biggest of stakes because whichever team wins put themselves in prime position to go home with the developmental league trophy, as they are currently first and second. So this game has all the pressure on it, and even though Uprising are coming into this game as the heavy favorites, you can see that the Spartans they've come up fighting. It looks to me like they have changed their formation as well. They are playing with a different system, a more defensive system. From what I'm seeing, it looks like it's going to be a back 3 with, I think there's a man T-Von playing the CDM with 2 more advanced midfielders and then a forward 4. But from what I've heard, the Uprising spent the Friday night they were game planning for the Spartans, watching a lot of the old Spartans games, seeing how they play. But from within the Spartans camp, I've heard that they spent the Thursday night doing the same thing. So this should be a very interesting, very exciting game. The Uprising have lined up in a more traditional 4-3-3 manner, and they're going to be looking to apply some all the pressure as the game kicks off very fast. But immediately with the man Eric there, and he's dispossessed by that's the number 6, and it's back with that's Adrian. He sends it into the defense now, and now the Uprising are going to look to get an early attack. There's a through ball now to the striker. He's going to look to a reverse field. That's cut out well, and now the Spartans have a chance to break. It's with the number 22, that's Brooks. but he's going to lose out. And now Carter can break. Now he's going to beat one man, looking to beat the second. No, Eric intercepts, but he's tackled again. Now it's a very end-to-end game. That's Sanjay, number 6, and Outward to number 9. He's going to look to put a ball in. It's behind Sanjay, and it's going to be cleared, but that's Captain Eric. And the wasn't going to lose out, but he's going to win the foul. And already you can see that the Uprising they are playing with a very high intensity, a very high pace, because they know that this game guarantees them the developmental league championship. But they have not been able to really penetrate the Spartans' defense so far. As free kick is taken by that's Eric number 7. It looks to go long. It drops for the player over there. I believe that was Steven. It's going to be over on the right hand side. It looks to cut it back. Cut out by the Uprising defense. I think that's Trey Gums over there, number 21. It's going to look to go down the line. When he's playing on the left hand side, back with Gums. He plays it centrally now. And it's in the defense of the Spartans with Captain Eric. Looks to go long. Cut out well by the player. It's now back with the Uprising. A bit of pinball going on at the start as both teams are they are trying to break down the opposition's banks at the back, and a nothing pass is going to fall back at the feet of the Uprising. And now they can break over on the right hand side of the space, but the pass is overhit, and now Eric can get across to cut this one out and win his team a throw-in. So a very good game so far by the both teams. They're both within about the first 2 minutes or 3 minutes. They both are trying to, well, the Uprising have had the majority of the possession, but with no real threats on the goal. As you see, Eric takes it through and looking to go long. Cut out only by the player, the number 2. And it's back with, that's the number 9. It's a very good use of skill. It's Sanjay now. That's a good tackle there by the man, Eric. And it's going to be out for a throw into the Uprising.
So far, we have had just over 3 minutes play, and it's a throw-in for Uprising. And from what we've seen, no team has been able to really penetrate, and no team has, well, both teams so far has been trying to find their feet, so to speak, and not really settling down to a planned strategy so far. But it has been Uprising who have been looking more threatening on a goal. They have had some advances, having those advances broken down in defense.
As there's a battle over on the right hand side, won by the number 2, that's the captain for the Uprising, and a ball through the legs is only going to find the defense of the Spartans. And now Harden King, he's going to look to find a pass, finds a man's advantage. That's well done there. He beats a man looking to go for the pass to, that's Brooks, but it's cut out. Now it's Gums. Gums looks to go over the top, and the pass is just going to fall out of play for a goal kick. Well, look at the Spartans they've settled into a more traditional back 4 when they don't have the ball, but when they do have the ball, they allow for the man Tivan, who usually plays in the midfield, but he's had to start into defense this season. They allow him to get a bit further forward. Don't know if that's, well, it had to be implemented on a training ground. As we see, it's the man Darian out to take the kick. Sends it over to the left hand side with the man Eric. He is going to look for the ball through the middle, cut out by Gums. And Sanjay does well to use his body. He's going to beat Harden. Back with Gums. Gums is going to look for a pass. Collects a 1-2 in the midfield. Goes long over the top. The pass just has too much on it. And goalkeeper Darian can collect this one easily. And the referee is going to stop the play for I guess maybe a bit of chatter going on. Not too sure. But it's going to be cleared long now. Looking to go to the right hand side. And it's going to be, it's a good one too, but cleared eventually. Only as far as the captain for the Uprising. Goes back to man Adrian. Looks to go over the top to the left hand side. Very good pass to switch the play. And the Spartans they have been stuck, they've been camped in their own half basically. This game is a good ball down the line, a good diagonal ball, but just too much on it. And again, Darren can collect it easily. Now we're going to look to break over the left hand side. It's going to be cut out, but only as far as Brooks back with, that's the man Eric. He's going to look to go over the top, but the ball just has a bit too much on it. It's going to be cut out, and now the Uprising can break over on the left hand side. Finds the man over there. He's going to look for the pass, and he's put under pressure by the number 11, and the bitch is going to fall for Dion. That's Dion. He's going to look centrally, but cut out again well by the Uprising defender. Now Gom's going to go up the line. He's going to find the man upfield, intercepted by Tivan, and he's going to win his team a free kick. Taken by Alric. He's going to look to go forward, head clear, and it's the captain now sends it out to, that's the number 6 Sanjay. You know, it's a good chance for Sanjay to get on this ball on the right hand side. He's going to beat Eric in the foot race. He has a chance to hold up the play. Eventually sends it back to the captain. That's the number 2. Looks to go into the box. A very good ball, and he puts it wide. It was a great chance for the Uprising. And it was the man, Captain Jones. He put a good ball into the box, but it just couldn't be converted, and it remains 0-0. But that there was the first real chance of the game for the Uprising to expose the Spartans' defense, but they just couldn't take advantage of it. This is with Kivai over on the right-hand side. Finds Harden. Finds Devante. It's back with that's Kivai over there. He's going to look to go down the line. Plays it centrally. Bench is going to find that's George. And it's going to be cut out by that's Adrian Carter. So the striker now, that's number 9. Looking for the reverse pass on number 6. And Eric was not allowed to it, but Tivan was. And it's going to be played out for a throw-in to the Uprising. So he's back with that's Gums at the number 16. He's going to find Carter, who finds Sanjay, but the pass is just not where it needed to be. And now the Spartans have a chance to relieve some of this pressure. See a throw taken by Eric. Now looks to go centrally. Finds Thomas, goes over the top. It's a good ball, and that's if Stephen could get onto it, but he couldn't. But Thomas follows up his ball and now plays it out wide, cut out again. And now there's a chance for a break for the Uprising. It's with the number 11, that's Gums. He's going to find the man down the line. The man is going to beat the play over there. I think that's Dion, but the cross is not where it needed to be, and it's going to be out for a goal kick to the Spartans. He's with Alric now. He's going to look to go forward, finds the man Harden. Harden goes out wide to Lake. That's Kivai. He's going to look for a pass. Eventually goes centrally to Tivan. Devon uses battle well to relieve the pressure. So the judge back to Devon. And it's a ball over the top looking for Steven. Steven is going to collect that one. He holds up the play well. Looks to beat the player, does not. And can be cleared. Nose on the left hand side. A beautiful 1-2. If the player can get onto it, is he going to beat goalkeeper? No, he won't. And the goalkeeper was out of his box. No, you can't make that mistake there. Impossible you can make that mistake. That's not a good job there by the keeper. And and the player Harden is laying into him. The goalkeeper cannot make that mistake. That's basic route one. That's rule number one of a goalkeeper. You cannot touch the ball outside of your box. And he did that, and he's gonna give the Uprising a free kick in a dangerous area. And now looks like the referee is going over to have a. No, he's not. He's just gonna let it play out as a free kick. No more cautions being given to the goalkeeper. As we see now, the Uprising are looking for a training ground routine, but it breaks down for them, it looks like. Now the referee blows his whistle. They go to the back post. It's over the goal and out for a goal kick. Going to be Darian now to take this goal kick out wide to the man they call Keatley over on the right hand side. He's going to look for the pass. Eventually he's going to play it over the top for that Dion Williams, but cut out. And now the Uprising are back over on the left hand side. It's been causing problems. It's with Gums now over to that Sanjay. But it's eventually going to run out of play for a Spartans throw-in. Shift is going to be back with Eric now. He's going to look for a pass. The pass is not where it needed to be. And now the number 10 can find, as the number 9, back with Sanjay. He's going to look for the pass. The player is offside. We didn't touch it. It's going to be another goal kick for the Spartans. It's been all Uprising so far. They've had the majority of the pressure. They should have put them on the back of the Spartans' net, but the goal was somehow missed, and that's going to be the Spartans are surviving so far. But it looks like it's only going to be a matter of time, you would say, before the Uprising really cause some harm on Darian's goal, as it's with the man over there now. That's Devante. It's back with Kivai, but it passes out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in. This has not been a vintage performance by the Spartans so far. They are somehow surviving, but they're not looking like the team that are second in the league. They are looking like more of an underdog team, like the team that we saw playing in the National League. They're not looking like the team that came out with an attacking flair during the developmental league season. As over on the left hand side now, again with the number 19. He's going to look for the ball into the box. It's over the goal and out for another goal kick. Which you would believe it's only a matter of time, wouldn't you? See, it's with Kivoy again on the right hand side. Again, look to go long. And again, it's going to be intercepted. And now the Uprising have a chance to break on the left hand side. He's going to go for a run. It's going to be cut out well by Harden. Back with Alric. Looks to go over the top to that Steven. Finds Devante. But his touch retraces him, and now Sanjay has a chance on the right hand side. Pass finds Gums. Back with Sanjay. And it's going to be cut out by Eric. Now he has a chance to go down the line. He's going to look for the ball up forward to Steven, but he was offside. But it's going to run back to goalkeeper Thompson. I believe that's his first touch of the game. As we see, Thompson sends it long. He's going to find the player over there. You see the throw now is going to be taken from the left hand side. It's going to look centrally, throws it centrally. Player goes down, referee gives a free kick. Well, on the right hand side, in a dangerous area, for a ball to be put towards the back post. Free kick is going to be taken, but that's the man Jones, the number 2, and the captain for the Uprising. Actually, no, that's not the man Jones. It's the left back again with a. That was a bit of a waste of a free kick. With maybe about 17 minutes played, it's been all Uprising so far, but with no real attempts to show for it as the ball goes over the top. Header won by that Shavai. Gonna look to go down the line, and header's not gonna be won by Eric, and now Sanjay can break onto it. That's Harrigan. He's going to look to send it back now to the man Jones. Jones now can put it into the box again. It's gonna be blocked, and it's going to be out for a corner to the Uprising. Good play again by the captain Jones. Now taking shot, finds Gums, blocked by, that's Brooks, and that's going to be still in play actually, as it's with Carter now. He finds Gums, but his touch is not where it needed to be, and that's going to be out for a throw into the Spartans. Throw in taken quickly. Finds Tivon back with Eric. It's going to look to go central again. Cut out by that Shavai. Finds the number 10. He's going to look for the through ball. But that's going to be cut out by the goalkeeper. The ball over the top is going to be cut out well by, that's the number 11. That's Gums. Finds, I believe that's Alexander over there. And good skill being applied, but it's not going to come to anything. That's good defense over there. And now there's Williams with a chance to break. He cannot. And again, the Uprising are going to apply a lot of pressure. It's back with Jones. Plays the pass over to the man on the left-hand side now. Looks centrally, finds Gums. And now the Spartans have a chance to break with pressure being applied. But again, well done by the man Jones over there. It's with Harrigan now. On the right hand side, he started off centrally, but now he's moved more right, and the pass by Jones is not ideal, and it's going to be out for a goal kick. Goal kick here is going to be taken, but that's Darian. He's going to find Eric with a shot goal kick. Eric finds Kiva on the right hand side. Kiva is going to beat one. Finds Harden. Harden finds Dion. Eventually, it's going to move centrally to Thomas. His touch is just again. His touch has been loose. He's been playing a bit loose for the past couple of games. But the touch by Guns is not ideal, and that's going to be out for a throw on the right hand side to the Spartans. Throw in finds Thomas, looks for a very tricky pass. And it's going to fall back to him. He's going to look for the ball over the top. And it's going to find Steven. Steven has a chance. He takes a touch. And it's going to fall for, that's the man Devante. His shot is going to roll the back of the net. Oh my word. That's not good by the goalkeeper Thompson. He should have saved it. But Devante's shot, a surprising starter today, finds his way into the back of the net. And that's 1-0 to the Spartans. A goal out of literally nothing. It's been all Uprising today. They've had 90% of the possession, but one long ball over the top eventually breaks. Steven with a good pass out wide, and Devontae makes no mistake. And he was brought in specifically for this game. He didn't really don't think he started the last couple games, but he came into this game and he's made the Uprising pay as it's 1-0 to the Spartans, and they've now put their foot ahead in this race for the title for the developmental league. And now the Uprising are gonna have to chase from behind in a very shocking turn of events here. As over on the right hand side, that's Alexander. The left hand side, sorry, but it's going to be out for a Spartans throw. It's going to be with Thomas now. Cut out, and now Jarvis can take it past one of Jarvis Jones. Captain, he's looking to go down the right hand side, cut out by Brooks, only as far as Gums, cut out by Tivan, and going to be cleared by Eric now over the top. Again, a chance for the Spartans to break, but that's well done there by, I believe that's the man, Gums. It's with Sanjay now. It's with Adrian. It's going to be out for a Spartans throw-in. Well, you must say that this has been a very thrilling year of football so far. As it looked all but likely that the Uprising were going to score, but with one long ball over the top, the Spartans scored. Now there's another chance with a ball over by Thomas, who's going to find Williams. Williams is going to look to beat the man, takes it past him, and now he has a chance to break. He's going to cut it back. That's Devontae again, a shot along the ground, but it's going to be cut out well, and eventually he's going to give away a foul in the box and a free kick to the Uprising. Free kick is going to be taken right on the edge of the box by the goalkeeper Thompson. He's going to looks to go over the top, finds the number 9, but it's going to be cleared by Alric, and his pass is not what is out of play for a throw-in to the Uprising. Throw-in is only going to find, that's Eric, finds Brooks back with Gokaran. And he's going to send it off the leg of Jones and out for another throw-in to the Spartans on the left-hand side. Throw-in goes centrally over the head of Jones. Gums sends it back to Shavai Gums, but it's going to be cut up by Steven. For his Thomas now on a run, but he is offside. And he was cut up by the man they call Nat, I believe, anyways. Free kick going to be taken by, that's Adrian, and it's going to go over the top, but it's not going to find the feet of anyone except the man Alric. Takes it down, plays it out wide to Eric. Eric finds Thomas. Back with Harden. This pass is not good, and that's out for a throw-in. But the Uprising seem to have lost their shape a bit. They've collapsed really towards the ball. This is an ill-disciplined play. While the Spartans have been a lot more disciplined defensively. But now here's Sanjay, and his touch is not good. And Tivan is going to eventually find Harden, who can pull it back. Finds Eric. Eric's going to look to beat. He does collect the ball in the face, and he's going to lose out. Throwing to be taken, but that's Adrian for the Uprising. Looks to go up the field. Cut out well by Tivan. And the throwing is going to be cut out again well by Brooks. Playing in a more unfamiliar role as he usually, it's either him or Stephen who start as striker for the Spartans and usually routes on the left hand side. But they've looked to apply some changes here as we've seen both Decoy and looks like they're looking to get more speed as both Brooks and Stephen Rogers are playing today. There's good pressure being applied by the Spartans. That's going to be another throw-in. We're more than halfway through the first half. And very shockingly, it's 1-0 to the Spartans, even though the Uprising have had probably all of the ball, except for the one chance the Spartans have had. We see now it's going to be a throw-in taken by the man Jones, the captain for the Uprising. Throws long, looks for the striker. That's the number 9. Now he gets in behind, but his control is not what it needed to be again. Again, it looks like the discipline, the fundamentals for the Uprising are lacking a bit. Now the Spartans can break. It finds Williams on the right hand side. He's going to look centrally to George. George is going to control. And now he's going to look to beat 2 players. That's not well done by George. He gets into trouble, but it's going to be cut out by Captain Eric. Finds Harding. And send it wide to that's Brooks over there on the left hand side. He now has space. He's going to go for the long ball again. He's going to find Steven. Steven can now break. Steven has a chance for a shot, but that's well done by the goalkeeper Thompson to get out there. And looks like the Spartans are playing a bit of a long ball game. Again, not something that we're used to seeing from the Spartans, but they're showing that they are very versatile in their attack ways. As we see, it's with Gums now for the Uprising. Finds that Sanjay Harrigan. He's going to keep it in play actually. But that's good strengthening applied by Eric. And he's going to win his team a throw-in. And looks like the manager is going to get a talking to. The manager of the Uprising. The referee's going to have none of it. Actually, the free kick now taken by Eric. Goes towards that's Kivai. Looks centrally, finds George. So he's going to go over the top to that's Williams over there. He's going to beat the player well. Williams had a chance to take a volley, but the shot it was unnecessary. He had space to run into. He had 2 players arriving. He didn't need to take the shot, but he took it, and he wasted an opportunity for the Spartans to double the advantage. Really. You see now it's going to be Thompson. It's going to be held up by the referee as the players are going to go off for their hydration break. But thus far, it has been all Uprising, but they are down 1-0. It's unorthodox, it's unconventional, but the Spartans, it's working for them. They've gone up with a long ball. They've been really applying a lot of pressure with these long balls. They've been really causing the goalkeeper problems and the defense problems. And now they go into the first one to break up the half 1-0 up. We see now the players restarted, and now the Uprising again, but it's been more the same by the Uprising out of the possession, but no real inroads being made into this Spartans defense, which is, I must commend the man, Captain Eric, as he's marshaled the defense well. As we see, it's now with Thomas in the midfield looking to go down the line. It's going to stay in play, but it's going to be won by Dequad. That's good speed and good recovery time being made up by Adrian. It's going to be out for his Spartans throw. And can this be their way of doubling their advantage? We see the throw now is going to look centrally. It's going to be cleared by Gums. He's going to look over to the left-hand side, but I believe that's Alexander. He's going to go over the top to, that's Trey Gums, who's going to be cleared by Elric. And out for another Uprising throw. The throw is eventually going to be taken from the left-hand side. It's going to look to go down the line. It's eventually going to make its way into the Spartans' defense. And Eric is going to just left it, but he gives it away. And now the Uprising have a chance for a shot, but it's wide of the target, hits into the side netting. That's going to be a goal kick for the Spartans, taking quickly over with, that's Eric on the left-hand side. He finds Brooks. He has a bit of space. And he's eventually going to find a pass to Eric on the left-hand side. And now they're going to go over the top again. And it's going to fall to the feet of Brooks, but his shot is tame. And the goalkeeper can deal with this one easily. As goalkeeper Thompson is going to go long. Looks to find that's Devante. And now Stephen can break with it. Now he's going to look for a long shot. He's going to follow the field of Harden, finds Brooks on the left-hand side. He's going to look to go centrally, finds Harden again. Again looks to find Brooks. The pass is weak. It's going to be one again well. It's with Williams on the right-hand side. Looks centrally for that's Devante. He's going to send it back towards Harden. Harden's going to send it over to Thomas George. George goes for a weak shot again. Again, 2 tame efforts on the goal. Another throw is going to be taken quickly with Alexander pushed off the ball by Lake. He's going to give the team a chance to compose themselves at the back. But now it looks like Alexander goes over with an injury on the left-hand side. But he's going to get up quickly. That's Ken Andrew Alexander. So the Uprising already have 2 substitutions, actually 3 substitutes warming up. And the manager's making his way over to a lovely substitute to come on, but the Uprising are really trying to make their way back to this game. Now it's over on the left-hand side, but it's going to be won by, that's Rogers, Eric Rogers is going to be out for a throw-in. But the manager is really not happy with his team's performance so far, as they look like they're going to be bringing out some of the bigger guns. What I'm seeing, I believe that's the man Rene who's warming up, as well as Antoine. But it looks like the first substitution is going to be made by another player who's just taken off his green vest on the bench. It's going to fall at the feet of an Uprising player, and the shot is wide of the target. I guess it's going to be the number 22. That's Ryan Richardson, who's making his way onto the field for the Uprising. So a very old substitution. No fear by the manager. He makes his substitutions when they are needed. As it's going to be Ryan Richardson making his way onto the field. And he's going to place that Sanjay Harrigan. on the right hand side, it looks like. Goki is taken quickly. Is going to find that's Kivai over on the right hand side. It's going to look to go down the line, finds that's Williams. Williams is going to look centrally, pass cut out, and now Alexander is on the left hand side. Going to look for a pass, cleared, but not cleared well enough. Header won by Williams, and now Harden has it in the midfield. He is going to look to beat one man. That's well tackled there, and now it again with Alexander. It's going to be cut out well, but that's Devante. It sends it back to Williams. It's with Thomas now. Thomas goes over the top looking for Steven. Header not won by Shavai, but it's going to be won by Adrian eventually. And now it's with, that's Nat. He's going to look to find Gums. Gums is cut up by, that's Alric. And it's well done by Brooks. Let it run across his body. He's going to cut inside. Look for the long ball over the top, but this time it's going to be won by the goalkeeper. And now the Uprising have a chance to break again. There's not been a vintage Uprising performance. As it's going to be cut out again by Devante. Sends it back to Alric, over to Williams with a good long ball. Looks central again. His passes have not been good today. Williams has not been on his best game so far. The pass goes out wide to the man who's just made his way onto the field, Ryan Richardson. It's with Gums now. Looks to go over to the left hand side actually. And it's going to be back with Gums. Looks back with Jones, who's made his way a bit out of the game to, after the first couple of minutes. Goes for a long shot. Goalkeeper Darren will have no issues with that one. And that's going to be sent long. It's back with, as Devante goes for a long pass over the top with good back spin, and it's going to be won by, that's Adrian. And Shabaya does well, take it past one, looks to go down the line, and now there's space. Is a chance for a cross to come in. It's going to be held up by Alexander. Looks to go centrally. It's going to be cut out well there by Captain Alric. And he just clears, finds Devante. Over on the right hand side with Williams. He's going to send it back to, that's Harden. And he's going to look to find, that's Thomas George. George looks to go over the top. He's going to find a very good ball to, that's Brooks. Brooks is now over on the left hand side. There's a chance to hold up the man one-on-one. He's going to go for some skill, but it's going to be cut out well. And now the Uprising can break with Adrian on the right hand side. He's held up well, and now they're going to go for a 1-2. It's going to be cut out by Eric and sent out of play for a throw into the Uprising. The throw is now going to be taken by, that's Adrian. Goes on the line to Richardson. It's going to be cut out only as far as Gums. Gums has a chance to play a very good ball. Cut out well by Alric. There's going to be a foul in the midfield against, that's the number 10 for the Uprising. That's Lewis. Free kick taken quickly. Finds Brooks. Back with Gokaran. He's going to look for the long ball. He's going to play the long ball over the top. It's a very good long ball again. And Steven does win the initial header, but he cannot get on to the second ball. He fights well. Now we have a chance for a shot. Lays it off, but it's going to be cut out. And now the Uprising have a chance to break on the left-hand side with Alexander. He's going to beat one player. He's going to look to take on the man Kivai. Pass is only as far as Devante. And he's back now with Williams. Oh, that's a lazy pass again. That may cost his team. It's a very good through ball, and our chance for Uprising to make it 1-1. Very well done there by goalkeeper Darian. Again, Williams with another lazy pass. His passing has not been the best today, and takes goalkeeper Darian to come out to the rescue of his team. As you see, it's with Eric now. Goes to the 1-2 with Harden. Beats one player, doesn't beat the second. And Richardson now can send it back to Jones. Jones finds the man in the midfield. That's the number 10, Lewis. But the referee is going to give a free. Actually, no, he won't. The line's a signal for a free kick, but it wasn't given. It's going to be out for what's going to be a goal kick to the Spartans. You see, the goal kick is now going to look to be taken long, I believe, as we see Eric going back towards it. He is going to look to go long. He is going to find Jones for the Uprising. Sends it back to the number 5. It's now with Jones again. Again with, that's Aaron Rodgers, number 5. Sends it into the midfield with Lewis. Lewis is going to look to go forward. Is going to look for the pass. It's going to be cut out by Eric, but not before a free kick is given away in a very dangerous position for the Uprising. As with only a few minutes left to go in the first half, the Uprising are going to look to bring this game back onto level terms with a free kick in a very dangerous area. Then they have multiple players to take who can take this free kick. This game has not gone according to plan for the Uprising at all. As they've had maybe 90% of the possession, maybe close to 95, but they've not been able to capitalize on the opportunities, and the Spartans are deservedly 1 goal ahead because they have taken chances when they've presented themselves. They've played a very good long ball game. They are beating this Uprising defense more than once with the ball over the top, and they're deservedly 1 goal up. Now we see the free kick is going to be taken by, also it's going to be Gums with the free kick, as well as that Shavar, but I think he's left-footed, and this more suits a right-footer's free kick. Unless he's going to go for a blast. Maybe a bit of Roberto Carlos kind of a long free kick. But now he's going to step away, and it's going to be Gums or a free kick as by himself. He is I've seen him score a couple, especially with the national team. I saw him score 1 in a training session with the national team. He's going to look to replicate that again. As Gums is going to look to go towards the far post, it's well over, and didn't look like goalkeeper Darian will be troubled anyways. And that's going to be a goal kick to the Spartans. And now what I'm seeing, it looks like Gums is playing a lot higher up the field now. And it's going to be the ball with Eric now. He's going to look to beat a couple players. It only finds that's the number 9 over there. It's going to be cut out well by the man they call Keatley. Then number 2 looks to go down the line, finds Williams. And just going to go centrally with George. George looks for a flick over the top. He's only going to find Jones. Sends it back to that Gums. Out wide over to Alexander on the left-hand side. eventually is going to follow the feet of Jones in midfield. Actually, no, it's going to be taken off him by his own player, and Harden does very well in midfield to clear out for a uprising throw. You see now the throw-in is going to be won back by Uprising, but it's back now with that's Gums in the defense. Looks to go forward. Only as far as Harden. Over down this left hand side, he's going to look for the chipped ball, but nobody's really making the run to it. And it looks like it might be a bit of tired legs out there as Harden's going to beat one man. And that's well done there by Brooks, but he's going to keep it in. And a bit of a scramble, and Harden's just going to send it up the field for goalkeeper Thompson to clear. Only as far as the captain Eric, who just goes for a very good pass to Devante. He's going to look to beat a player, uses good strength, goes to through ball to that Steven, and he's not going to win the race with the goalkeeper. That's Trey Gums with a very good pass out wide. No, it's not good. It had too much pace on it. And that's well done by the Spartans. Leave it run out of play for their throw-in. See now Kiva looks centrally. And that's going to be half time. A very surprising half of football as the Uprising with all the possession have not been able to translate that towards a goal as the Spartans are going into this half up 1-0.
The little soldiers. So more football action here as they continue.
Testing 1, 2.
A bit of a fast restart by the referee. It didn't look like all Uprising players were in field, but the restart anyways. It looks like they're going to be breaking now on the right-hand side. I think that's Richardson over there. Stopped well by Captain Eric. He's going to look to go long. As they're back for the second half, where it's shaping out to be one of those games for Uprising. There's a good chance about on the left-hand side. A chance for a shot. Oh my goodness, what a save by goalkeeper Darien. That was absolutely incredulous. What a save it was a point-blank effort. Right, it was a good shot on target, but it was offside anyways, and it looked like I was a foul. But what a save in the end there being made by the goalkeeper. And this is going to be a free kick on the edge of the box. It did look like it was a very good shot and a very good save there by the goalkeeper anyway. I see now the referee is going to allow for a free kick to be taken. He's going to go long over the top. He's going to find the feet of that's Aaron over there. It's back with Thompson. He's going to look to go back with Aaron on the left-hand side for the Uprising. Finds Captain Jones over to Alexander now, the number 18. He's going to look to beat the player on the right-hand side. That's cut out well there by Kivai, and that's going to be out for another throw-in to the Uprising. But all goings, it's been much of the same here. The Uprising having much of the ball in this second half. But again, no real clear-cut chances. The Spartans are defending stoutly as they're fighting for a chance to win the developmental league. But the ball over the top is not going to beat the man net. And he's going to come away with it down this the left-hand side. Looks to pass centrally to Jones. Jones is going to look to find the man midfielder number 10, I believe that is. But he doesn't get past Eric over on the left-hand side. You know he's going to go for a very optimistic effort, but he's not going to beat goalkeeper from there. And now goalkeeper Thompson goes high. And there's a push in the back by, that was Devante, I believe. And that's going to be a free kick. Free kick taken quickly. Doesn't be the head of Tivan. He is not the tallest fellow, but he's a very good jumper. He does play basketball. It's over with Eric now on the left-hand side. Looks to go down the line. Finds that's Brooks on the left-hand side. He's not going to beat Adrian. It's going to be played out for a throw-in for the Spartans.
Spartans indeed. Enjoy from New first inning in the first half. They have not played the best football. They have not enjoyed as much possession as Uprising, but what is most important is that they have one goal in the goal column. That is what is most important, and they continue to defend and defend well. Uprising winning this game would ensure that they win the development league, and they will have to come back strong in the second half. They are 4 minutes in, and they have had numerous chances to point, have not secured a goal, but here they come again.
The ball over right on the edge of the box. It's not clear. It's going to find the feet of the goal scorer. I believe that is Devante. It's going to find Harlan. He's going to beat the player Gomes. He's going to look for a pass. And there was a through ball on, but the man Nathaniel was up to the challenge. And he's going to calm this one down, holds up the player. Beats him easily. And the pass is not the best, and now the Spartans can break. It's with Brooks, gives it away back to Nathaniel. And he's going to lose out to Devante. Goes for a long, audacious effort, but it's wide of the target. And that's going to be out for, was going to be a goal kick to the Uprising. But again, as I said in the first half, the fundamentals by the Uprising have not been good today. The passing has not been where it's needed to be. The control has not been good. there's been a bit of infighting among the players, and they're gonna really need to calm it down and go back to the basics if they're going to want to bring this game back to level terms or even win it. As we see, the pass by Thompson is not the best pass, and Aaron just about keeps it in play. He's gonna find Nathaniel. Gonna look for a pass, finds Jones. He's gonna be back with number 10, I believe that's Lewis in there. And he's gonna win a free kick in the midfield. Free kick is gonna be taken by Gums. That's Shavai Gums. He's gonna look long, we play short to Trey Gums. Goes down the left hand side with Alexander. He has space over there. He's gonna be kept company by that Kivai. Gets a cross in, but it's behind the goal and out for a goal kick to the Spartans. And we've seen how the Spartans have two players warming up. I believe that's the man Solomon Gukaran, and I think that's Devante Rosso there. As you see, the goal kick taken long. Header won by Adrian. And now the Uprising have a chance over on the left hand side. It's with Lewis. And he's going to win a free kick in another dangerous area. As Kivai slid in and caught more of the player than he did of the ball. And now it's going to be a free kick. This time it might be taken by, I believe that's Gums. From a very weird angle for a left footer. But a free kick nonetheless. He's going to take it with his right foot apparently. I do know him to be left footed. And now he's going to leave it for Aaron to take for the Uprising. And now Gums does go with the left foot. It's a very good free kick, but causes goalkeeper Darian no problems in the end. And now the Spartans can't come away with it. They're going to go for a long kick over the top. Header's going to be won by no one, and Nathaniel's not going to be beaten. But he falls now, and Steven has a chance. Over on the right hand side goes for a wild wide shot. And it's going to be out for a goal kick. But again, the defense of the Uprising is not handling these long balls well. They're allowing a lot of them to bounce through them, bounce over them, and as well as are getting a lot of space in behind due to these long balls that they're playing.
Playing very complacent there. The defense for Uprising haven't really settled down and play the football that we've seen them play so far from the league coming into today's game. You have not really settled down, and it will benefit them well if they will do such. There is going to be a substitution though. There is going to be a substitution. It's going to be Lewis, who is going to make way for Antoine Laurent. So Laurent makes his way onto the field, number 19, and Lewis it is who has given way and not looking very pleased, but coach knows what is best and has done just what he thinks is best in order to win this game.
As we see, it finds Gums now looking for the long ball over the top to bring in the man at number 9, but well done again there, boy. That's Captain Alaric again using his body well to cut across the player without taking him down and allowing the ball to run out of play for, actually clearing the ball out of play for a corner on the right side of the Uprising attack. A bit of issue being taken with the Uprising player as it was a goal kick signal by the referee. And the goal kick is going to be taken quickly over on the right hand side now. It's with the man Keatley. He's going to look down the line, but the pass is out of play for a throw into the Uprising to be taken by that's number 5. That's Aaron. Looks good on the line. It's going to be cleared. And it's going to make it over the head of Nathaniel again, but nobody's making it running behind. And now Thompson can calm it down. You see Thompson looks to go long. And so it's going to find Jones. Jones sends it back to Aaron. Aaron looks essentially to Trey Gums, who is going to use his body well and has space now in the midfield. He's going to go for the through ball, and it's going to run off the foot of a player. And Joe and look like Gums with a bit of a reckless challenge, but the referee sees nothing wrong with it. And another chance for the Uprising to have a shot on goal, and they are going to score with a very contentious goal, as it looked like Gums with a foul in the midfield. But the referee saw nothing wrong with it, and the Uprising have brought this game back on level terms. But it looked like a foul to me by the man Gums. I don't know if you saw the same.
No, what I thought that he fell going into the ball. He was wrong-footed, he fell, but he had the presence of mind to play the ball still. And in the end, it paid a dividend for Uprising. In the 12th minute of play, in the 12th minute of this, the second half, Uprising are back on level terms. All to play for with some 30 odd minutes left in this the second half, and in the game plus any other time, it is all to play for. It's 1-0. Very early. It's about the 56th minute of play. Uprising are back on level terms.
But with this current scoreline, this makes it a very good scoreline for the Limers, who will be watching this game very closely. I see a couple of the players down in the stands. But with this scoreline, it will move the Uprising to 8 points, where the Limers have one game in hand, and if they were to win that game, they would also move on to 8 and make it a very tight race for the top of the table. As you see, another through ball is not going to make it to Alexander, and finally the referee calls a foul against Kivoy, and that's going to be a free kick. You see, the Spartans are a bit frustrated with the referee, as they felt very strongly that should have been a foul in the midfield in the build-up to that goal, but it's not going to be a free kick now for the Spartans, as they're going to look to expose the Uprising defense once more. You see, they're in tons of space on the left-hand side. They want to use it, and it's going to this time fall for Steven. Is eventually going to find the feet of Nathaniel. Good skill there being displayed by Aaron. It's going to look centrally to that's Trey. Looks to go over the top. If runner is not offside, and this could be 2. Oh my goodness! That's not a good effort there by the number 9. That's Charles, Shamaine Charles, the man they call Evaldo. That's not a good effort there. He had a chance to take it down, but the goalkeeper did well to apply pressure and force him to take the shot early, and this caused for him to miss the target completely. Didn't even put the shot on target, but again the Uprising are looking a lot more threatening in the second half. It's back with Kivoy, since back to Alric now. No pressure being applied. Eventually pressure does come, and it goes to the long ball over the top, and it's going to be with Gums, who's not going to take it under control, but Thompson is there. Again, the long ball is causing this defense a few issues. As we see, Brooks is going to win that header, sends it back to the man Harding, but well done there by Gums in midfield. He has a chance to break, goes for another through ball. He's not going to beat Eric this time, however, and now he's going to look for the pass to Brooks. Brooks' control evades him, and now Adrian can break. He's going to be back with Gums now. Gums looks to go wide. Going to find that's Ryan over there, but it's going to be cleared by Eric, and time for a substitution for the Spartans. As I'm going to be seeing as the number 16, it's going to be making his way onto the field for the Spartans, I believe. That's Miguel Walker making his way onto the field for the Spartans, and he is going to replace, that's Devante, the goal scorer for the Spartans, Devante Richardson. There's going to be Walker in for Richardson, and the Spartans are going to look to inject a bit more life into the midfield. Throwing out, taken from the far side. Looks essentially to Gums, but the referee's going to force him to retake it. See, the throw in is now legal. It's with Chevy Gums. Looks down the line. And he's eventually going to fall for Eric. He's going to go for the long ball. It's going to break for Steven, and the roll, the bounce just takes it away from him. And Thompson's able to collect that one. It's with Aaron now. It's going to find its way to Alexander, as there's a chance to play the runner in. That's Aaron, who continues to run from left back. He's going to look to take it past Alaric, but Alaric has too much speed for that. And he's just going to clear it out of play for a throw into Uprising. See, the Uprising are going to be making another substitution. And it looks like it might be the coach making his way onto the field. The player was coaching them today. As over on the left hand side now, with that's the number 9 for the Uprising. That's Evaldo just missed that chance. It's with Jones now, the captain for the Uprising, because they played centrally, only as far as Eric was going to clear. And it's going to be Nathaniel now. Sends it out wide with a good pass. He's going to beat Eric. Here's Ryan Richardson, goes for a shot. He's going to cause goalkeeper no issues. And Darian is going to collect that one easily. He's going to look to go high. Bounce is going to cause Nathaniel a bit more problems again. And Steven is going to try and win the ball, and he's going to play it out for a throw-in. As it's going to be the man Rigoberto O'Brien is the name I have on my team sheet. He's been coaching the Uprising today, and he's going to make his way onto the field for I think that's Trey Gums. No, is it? Yes, that is Trey, who's being taken off the field. The throw-in goes in, and it's going to eventually fall for Jones, who's going to only find Williams, who finds Thomas, who just goes high. The header is going to be won by Steven, but easily dealt with for the goalkeeper. Thompson is just going to allow for Adrian to start the attack for the Uprising. He's going to go down the line to Richardson. That's Ryan Richardson. Looks to go centrally to Brian. And it's now with Harding in the midfield. We're going to find Thomas. That's Thomas George. Looks to go forward. Cut out by Adrian. And now it can be cleared now by Gums. Now he's going to go down the line with Richardson. Now the Uprising has space on the right hand side. He's going to take it past Eric, who's not moving freely anymore. I think a bit of tired leg setting in. I get a bit of match, a bit of a lack of match fitness, you would say. As I think he only made his way back into the team last week, I believe. And also look at the Spartans will be making a substitution again. I think it'll be Rose making his way on. As a foul being given away in the midfield. And we've seen both substitutions for the Spartans and for the Uprising. As it looks like Uprising will be bringing on Renee. That's Renee Thomas. It's going to be coming on to the field for them. And the Spartans are bringing on Devante Rose. As we see a free kick taken by Adrian, cleared by Eric. And it's just going to be sent along. Looking to Steven. It's now back with, that's Walker, I believe it was. Which was Tivan. And now it's with, over on the left hand side, I think that was Brooks. And he's going to win his team a throw in. First, we want to see the introduction of as Rene onto the field for the man Alexander. And now we're going to see Rokes make his way onto the field. Actually, no, the referee does not see this substitution, and it's going to be back with Walker. Over with Tivon now, finds Eric. And the referee is going to see a foul with that one in the midfield. And it's going to be a free kick now for the Spartans, right around the center circle, around the halfway line. Another substitution can be made. It doesn't look like the player is making his way up. I don't think he sees the substitution. And now he does. And now he's going to be making his way off the field. It's going to be Rogers, I believe, that's coming off for Rose. It's going to be looking to apply more pace to the game. As he is a track runner. He is a runner. He's going to look to get on those balls in behind. And it's going to be now a free kick taken by, I believe that's Matt Alric over there. He's going to look to go long. Plays the ball towards the front of the goal. The bounce is going to fall for Harden, but his touch evades him. It's now with Brandon, number 14. He's going to go out wide. It's going to be cut out well there by Alric, only as far as Brian again. And now with Eric out of position, can Uprising take advantage of this opportunity? But that's going to be done well done there by Tivon. And now Eric has a chance to go long. It does go long. The header is going to skim up the head of Shavai. And now Tivon has a chance to get in there. And it's going to be picked up by Thompson. But again, the long balls over the top are causing a huge amount of problems for the Uprising defense. As Rene is going to win that battle, but doesn't win the battle with Williams. He's going to pick up the ball again. He's going to look to go centrally. Jones is dispossessed, and now the Spartans can break with Harden. Plays the ball out wide to Brooks. It's going to be cut out by Adrian Carty. And now the Uprising have a chance to... Oh, that pass is not ideal, and it's going to be out for a throw into the Spartans on the left-hand side. With about 24 minutes played, it's back on level terms here. It's nothing more than both teams deserves. After the Uprising they've attacked well, but the Spartans have defended well. And again, the ball over the top. This time, no issues caused. The ball had too much on it. It's going to run out of play for a goal kick to the Uprising.
One goal apiece into the 24th minute of play. And if this game remains as it is, if the game remains as it is, it will be an interesting game. And when the Limers takes on in their final game, Limers would be looking for an all-out win when they take on that will be the development team. So the development team with only 2 games thus far has two to play. One would be versus Limers, of course, and that in that game Limers will definitely be looking for 3 points. So the development team with 1 game against Diamonds and 1 against Limers remaining. Limers will definitely be looking not only for a win, but one with a goal advantage, looking to stretch their goal difference. So in eventuality that they all end up on the same amount of points, and then they can, it's either goal difference or a head-to-head meeting. For the meantime, Uprising though would have different ideas with some 23 minutes. We are having a cooling break now, so you're not missing any football at all. What we are having is a cooling break, and play will resume in just a while. So it's a one goal apiece. It was Spartans scoring in just about the 3rd minute of play, and then in the second half, in about the 56th minute of play, it was an equalizer that came from Uprising. A few minutes later, Uprising had a glorious opportunity through the purse of Charles, who had a number of opportunities, shelling a number of opportunities for the day. Charles so far would have shelled some 3 goals, 3 clear-cut opportunities from just in the penalty area, with himself and the goalkeeper, and at times with him and the goal alone, and he shelled all opportunities so far. And so one would hope for, well, I would say the Uprising team would hope that Charles can really come good for them and find a goal. Charles it is, who for a number of seasons before now has really been a shining star, or really uprising, but it has fell off. And so this year we have seen drastically how much he has. Resumption of play.
As you see, immediately the ball's given away. It's with Brooks now. He's going to look to... He was looking to go down the line, but it's going to be cut out. And now it's with Aaron on the left-hand side. It looks centrally, finds Brian. That's Rigoberto. He's put under pressure, and it's going to be won back by the Spartans. And a chance for Harding to get onto the end of that one. No, it's going to be won by Thompson, who's a former Spartan, if I remember correctly. But now he's playing in goal for the Uprising. And it's now going to be with Nathaniel. Over with, as Aaron looks back to find Jones. Now he finds Laurent. That's Antoine. He has space. He is fast. He's going to take on Williams. He's going to beat Williams. Looks to go towards the back post. It's going to fall for Richardson. That's Ryan. He's going to find Rene. But the touch just betrayed him, and now it can be cleared out of play for a Uprising throw. There's going to be another substitution going to be made by the Spartans. They're going to be bringing on Gokoran. That's Solomon. But all the Spartans have a chance to break, going for the long ball. But Ross couldn't get onto it. And Williams tried to cut it out, could not. It's with Laurent now. Looks centrally to find, that's the number 9, Charles. So with Rene now. Rene finds Jones. Jones is going to find Antoine. Antoine has space down the line. Actually, that was Aaron over there, actually. As Antoine had moved in field. Now it's with George. He's going to give it up now to Antoine. Antoine now has space. And a tackle there by Harding. A chance for a shot. Finds Rene. Rene goes for a shot. Puts it wide of the target. And now it's going to be an opportunity for the substitution to be made. As it's going to be Solomon Gukuran making his way onto the field. And he's going to replace the number 10 for the Spartans. That's Eric Gukuran. So a Gukuran for Gukuran substitution, as Eric making his way off the field for Solomon. as Eric was looking a bit fatigued over on the left hand side. But that was a chance for the Spartans to take a quick goal kick. Finds Tivan. Tivan goes down the line to find Brooks. Brooks looks towards Walker. But it's now with Shavai Gums. And also on the right hand side with Richardson. That's Ryan. He is going to look to beat Brooks. But Brooks sticks with him. He's going to cause him some issues and he's going to win a throw-in. Very well done there by the acquired Brooks. As it's going to be Solomon now to take this throw-in from the left-hand side. Looks to go down the line. Only finds Adrian Carter. But his pass is out of play and another throw-in to the Spartans over on the left-hand side. It's with the man Solomon now. He's going to look for another long throw. Finds Rouse this time in space. Rouse control evades it, but he's going to win a free kick in a very dangerous area as it's just inside the halfway line and a chance for a ball to go into the box. Another long ball over the top may cause some problems for the Uprising defense. It's going to be Solomon now to take the free kick. He goes flat but long, cleared by Rigoberto. Won by Rene, and he's going to win a free kick. Well, I guess a bit of a shove in the back there by Solomon. Free kick going to be taken by Adrian quickly over on the right hand side with space for Ryan. Ryan now has space. He goes centrally looking for Rene. As Rene Thomas is going to beat one player, can't beat the second. And he's going to win a free kick. A bit of a soft free kick, the referee gives this one. And now a chance for the Uprising to really make this game 2-1 and to try and secure the developmental league title. As we see now, free kick is going to be taken by Rene, who did win it. No real wall formed, and the free kick is high. It never really troubled goalkeeper Darian. And that will be a goal kick to the Spartans. Goal kick now taken quickly, and it's now with Eric Rogers. He's going to look to go over the top. Rouse wins the initial header, but it's only going to fall for Aaron. Aaron uses his body well and doesn't give up a foul. Gone to the linesman, and he's going to win the team a throw-in. Throw-in is going to be taken by Aaron over on the left-hand side. Throw-in is now going to go down the line, and as far as Williams. Thomas George now plays it high. Good control there by Rouse. He's going to be swamped, but he's going to come out with the ball. There's a bit of skill. He's going to eventually send it back to Solomon. Sends it over to Tivan now. Finds Alaric. Alaric is pressured, and now it's going to be Laurent now with a chance to break. Match is going to find its way towards Aaron, who's fouled by George. Free kick taken quickly, but he's going to pull it back for the injury to the player there. I believe that's Aaron who's down for the Uprising. Yes, that is Aaron Rogers, but he is back up on his feet, and it's going to be another free kick for the Uprising. Free kick is going to be taken by the man Jones, the captain for the Uprising. He started off on a more attacking role, but he is now settled into a deeper defensive midfield role. Goes a ball over the top. Header one there by, that's Alaric, finds Harding. Harding goes out wide to Walker. Walker's going to give away the possession. It's back with Harding now. Lays it off to Bukaran. Bukaran has no space. He's going to go for the ball down the line towards Brooks, but well read there by Adrian. He's going to let it run out of play for a goal kick to the Uprising. With a few minutes left in the second half, it's going to look like the Uprising are going to have to go all out if they really want to win this developmental league title, because with the Lemurs playing the developmental team who are at the bottom of the league with a good ball over the top, it finds now that's a very poor shot. No, that's not what you want to do in this situation. One-on-one with the keeper, that was Charles Mendicala Valdo. You are one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You cannot take such a lame shot so early. It was poor. And now they have a chance to break the Spartans, but Brooks is offside. But you really can't waste those opportunities. They're in that position, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. You can't let's just tame effort down. Goalkeeper had no real issues with that shot. And was going to be out for a free kick to the Uprising on the right-hand side. Taken by Brian, who's going to send it over back to the goalkeeper. Thompson goes out wide to that's Aaron. And it's going to be blocked by Williams. And out for a throw-in. The ball goes high now, but that's Tivon. And Rouse is not going to be able to stay on his feet as the ball is out of play now for an Uprising throw. Thrown taken quickly by Nathaniel. And a dangerous foot there by Walker is going to give away a free kick. And a chance for another substitution being for the Spartans, it looked like initially, as that's the man Lynch, I believe it is, making his way onto the field for Dion Williams. Yes, it is Williams making his way off. And he doesn't look a happy camper. It wasn't his best game on the right hand side. A free kick now taken by Shavai Gums. Looks forward, finds the man Lewis, I believe. But now a chance for Uprising to break through, but Rene is done. Rene is down. Referee is going to give a penalty. Well. A penalty given by the referee. A dubious penalty at that, because it looked from my angle like Tivon got the ball, I believe it was over there. I think that was Tivon. A bit of a dubious penalty. Didn't look like he took out the man, but the referee gave the penalty. And it's going to be the man Charles who's going to take this penalty to try and redeem himself today. After all of the chances he's missed, Charles goes for penalty and he buries it. And the Uprising are looking closer and closer. They're looking more and more likely like they are going to take this developmental league title. The penalty decisions are always going to cause some issues. Heartbreak for the Spartans, it looks like. They fought so hard in this tournament. They played so well, and down to the very last game, a penalty is what it looks like it's going to end their season on a low. Unbelievable by the referee. He saw it better than I did. I could not see really the angle, but from what I saw, it looked like Tivon, I think it was, got all of the ball. But no, it says that he got the man. And that's going to be that it looks like. That's 2-1 to the Uprising. I know the Spartans really need to show some fight. They need to show some hunger. As it's with Walker now. Back with Alric. It's now with Lynch. It's going to go find. That's Thomas, I believe, was going over the top. Not going to cause much issues for the goalkeeper, Thompson. Another Uprising are going to look to slow this game right down. It's with Nathaniel. He's going to go for the ball over the top. It's not going to beat Elric. It's with Lynch now. He keeps it in play. Down to Walker. Walker's going to win that one. Lays it off to that Solomon. Gukaran is going to find Harding. Back with Walker. No intercepted by the Uprising. That's Jones. And it's going to be with Antoine now. Antoine's going to look and feel to Jones. Back with Antoine. It's Rigoberto now. Finds Rene. He's going to look to beat the player. Cannot. And now Walker's going to do well, I believe it is, to get away with it. And now that's Kivar who's made his way forward. It looks like he's looked to play more upfield while Lynch has gone towards the right back position. And a bit of a defensive substitution as with his penalty goal, the number 9 who was injured in the penalty shout is going to make his way off the field for, that's the number 20, that's Miltwan. Free kick now taken by, that's Carter, and that's a handball. But the referee sees that the Spartans are coming away with it. Now he's not going to stop the play. Tivan looks to go central. He finds Thomas. Thomas is going to be the player. Sends it back towards Tivan. Sends it back towards Walker. It's going to be dispossessed in the midfield. And there was a chance for, that was Rene forward. But it's back with Jones. Always made his way from CDM to more of a central attacking midfield role. But it's going to be Lynch who's made his way forward now. And Kivar is back in the right back spot. It's going to give it away now with Thomas a chance to break. And the referee sees, finally he sees something wrong with that foul. And there's going to be one last gasp effort. As it's going to be number 21 on for the Spartans. That's the man Keontae Brooks. He's going to make his way onto the field as a last resort to try and salvage a draw from this game and maybe a win. Because if they were to win the game, Spartans would go top of the table with a better goal difference, I do believe. It's going to be Josh who send it forward now. Lumps the ball up towards the back post and Solomon cannot get his head onto it. It's out for a corner to the Spartans now. With again a last resort, if you say. Corner's going to be taken by, I think that's Thomas George over there. Number 6 for the Spartans. He's been such a good player for them all season. But he's again been quite in the last couple of games. It's a good corner though, very good corner towards the back post. And the goalkeeper does well to get both hands on that one. And now a chance for, that's Rigoberto, who's going to calm that one down, number 14. Back with Adrian. And now Rigoberto's down the far side, but he's back up on his feet now. It's with Nat. He's going to find Jones. Jones now has Laurent, I believe that is. No, that's number 22. That's Milton. Just made his way onto the field, but going to be easily collected. And with 1 minute left, with I guess a couple minutes of at a time, you would have to say that this is heave ball time for the Spartans. Send everybody upfield and hope for a bounce as they've been getting all game today. As we see now, it's on the left hand side for the Uprising. It finds now Jones in the midfield and now against space in Miltwan on the left hand side. Tons of space. Not the best decision made there. Not the best decision, and now it's going to be 4 minutes of added time being applied to this game. 4 minutes of added time. Now the goal kick is going to find Walker. He is going to look at Elric there. Elric finds Lynch. Lynch goes towards Walker in the midfield with space. Walker looks to lump it forward towards number 22. That's Dequay Brooks. Midway over to the right hand side from the left. As it looks like Captain Eric has gone all the way forward now. They've sent the centre back forward. But now it's going to be a battlefield that Lynch can deal with easily. And now a final substitution is being made as Keont is finally going to get his chance on the field to replace the man Dequay Brooks. And now the ball makes it way central now towards Miltwan again. But now it's going to be cleared. And Harness not going to beat Rigoberto with that chance. Sends it out wide towards... That's Ryan. Ryan sends the ball in towards the back post. And can the Uprising finish it here? No, they cannot. And that's going to be a free kick. Actually, no, a goal kick for the Spartans. It's going to look to go quickly. Finds Lynch over on the right-hand side. As Jaheim Lynch is going to look down the line. And it's going to be cleared, but that's Aaron. Lynch now looks forward, but there's nobody in that area for the Spartans. And the referee sees that as a foul through anyways, and you would have to say that that is game over for the Spartans, you would believe. A valiant effort being fought by the young Spartans. They finished last in the overall table in the National League for the males. But they fought like valiantly. They won second place for so long during this tournament. This was their chance to make it the top of the league. It's with Antoine now. He's going to look to go centrally, looking for a chance for a shot. It's eventually going to find Solomon. It's back with the goalkeeper. Very clever play there by the Uprising as Thompson just lumps it forward. But now there's a chance for Thomas now. He's just going to go for a pass towards Eric that he could not control. And Thompson again is just going to blast this one down the field towards no one in particular. And now the Spartans can look to move forward with Harding. He's going to beat Rigoberto in that challenge. Finds Devante Rose on the left-hand side. Rose has good speed. He's going to cut back. Puts Rigoberto down. He's going to go for a weak effort. A nothing shot. There was no power behind it. And that's really been the summary of the Spartans game today. A lot of fight, a lot of spirit, but just not enough there in the end. As it's with Jones now. Headers down by Kivar, but only as far as Jones again. So go for the through ball. It's going to find Miltwan. Sends it foul towards Rene. Can Rene put the finishing touches on this game? He's going to cut it back. Ryan Richardson somehow. He somehow didn't collect that one. Somehow couldn't put a foot on it. I cannot believe it. This has not been vintage Uprising at all. This has been very poor by the Uprising in actuality. But with time running down on this game, you must say a hearty congratulations to the Uprising players as they are going to win the developmental league. It's been good enough for them today. They've played with they felt the pressure, but now they are reaping the rewards of a very hard-fought victory. Again, two slightly contentious goals with a foul that was not seen by the referee, a non-foul that the Spartans thought was a foul, and a dubious penalty by the given against the Spartans again. But a must say congratulations to the Uprising as they fought hard and eventually they came out with the 1-0 result, the 2-1 result actually, and they are going to be crowned champions of the developmental league. And it's going to be all up to the Lemons if they can win this game. If they can win the next game against development to move into second in the table. But you must say congratulations once again to the Uprising. And that's going to be all that she wrote for this game between the Spartans and the Uprising. And it's going to finish with final scores in the match. The Uprising 2 and the Spartans 1.